New Marvel Legends Haslab Ghost Rider project teased at Comic-Con this week. The new GIJoe classified Serpentor with Air Chariot revealed, and a whole lot more. So let's jump right into it. Hey, all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a special Saturday edition of TNInews. Now, I know I didn't get a news video up yesterday on Friday like I normally do, but the panels yesterday, the Marvel panel and such, ended so late that, and the Star Wars, that by the time they ended, it was just, I felt it was too late to get a video up. But I did want to come on and do a video today. Now, I'm not going to go over everything that has been revealed at Comic-Con this week since I last talked to you guys on Wednesday. Or even in the live stream on Thursday. This I'm just going to focus really on some of the things, the more recent things, the Marvel stuff, the GIJoe classified stuff, and maybe a couple of other things. I'll try and do a more in-depth recap of everything on Monday, and I might even do an impromptu live stream tomorrow just to kind of talk about everything as Comic-Con winds down. But let's start off with Marvel. Yesterday, Hasbro had their Marvel Legends panel, and overall it started out a little slow, but things finally got going, and they did show off a fair number of new products. Not like a ton. I kind of warned you that it wasn't like going to be a normal San Diego Comic-Con where you had new reveals every day and things like that. But, you know, they did show us off some fairly decent stuff. So, first of all, things that just went up for pre-order today. By the time you're watching this, they should be up now at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And then two Hasbro Pulse exclusives also went up for pre-order today. So first of all, we've got a new role play item, the Tesseract. This is an updated Tesseract. It's supposed to have more film accurate colors to the movie, than the previous Tesseract that they did. And this one also comes with an exclusive Loki figure from the Disney Plus Loki series. So without his coat, basically, is what you get with this version. So that is available for pre-order now, again, at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And then the retro card back Blue Beast that I have been telling you was coming for weeks and months has finally been officially revealed. That is up for pre-order now, and that one looks pretty good, especially if you missed out on previous Beast figures that Hasbro has done. So again, that's available at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And then the Scorpion figure, another one that I've told you was coming and I thought was going to be revealed this weekend, is also available for pre-order. Now for the Pulse exclusives that went up today, that is a new Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends 3-pack featuring Firestar, Spider-Man, and Iceman. So these are, I believe that's a new mold for Firestar. It's not the same Firestar that we got previously, but if obviously if you're a fan of the original 80s series, this is something that you might want to check out. And again, this is a Pulse exclusive. It is up on the Pulse website now. So again, you might want to check that out. And then also on the Pulse website is a Herald's 2-pack. So as expected, I think we all pretty much expected it was coming. A new updated Terrax figure is in this 2-pack. Now, I got to be honest, this one looks very similar to the previous one that they did, which was a Build-A-Figure. But definitely, if you do not have that one, this is going to be a nice opportunity for you to get it. And then the second figure in this set is another Herald of Galactus, and that is the Fallen one. So, that's the first time we're getting him in a Marvel Legend action figure. And, will be nice additions along with the Heralds that you'll be getting, assuming you backed the Haslab Galactus figure. So, essentially that's what this 2-pack is meant to be, a compilation to that. So, again, both those 2-packs are Pulse exclusives, and those are available for pre-order now. Now moving on to Disney Plus. So we did end up getting several Disney Plus figure reveals yesterday. However, none of them are the final figure in the third Disney Plus wave. That's the wave with the Infinity Ultron Build-A-Figure and the Hawkeye and Kate Bishop, the Moon Knight and Mr. Knight, the Sharon Carter figure, and the Miss Marvel figure. So we still have one more figure in that wave, which is likely She-Hulk, but they did not reveal that yesterday. Now, it's possible they could reveal her if it is She-Hulk, like tomorrow. I know, like, yesterday they revealed the 2 comic book based figures in the Black Panther wave that I told you were coming, the Black Panther and the other one, the white Black Panther, the Panther Police, name's slipping my mind, but the 2 comic book figures I've said were going to be in that wave were revealed yesterday officially. And then they made like an off remark that we might see the rest of the figures this week. So as I've said, if you were tuning into the live stream the other day, I said I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the figures were shown like by the end of the week, because that wave should be going up for pre-order next week, I think on Monday. And basically they couldn't show them yesterday because the trailer is yet to air, which should be happening in just a few hours as I'm filming this. So probably by the time you watch this, the trailer for Wakanda Forever will be out there. And then at that point, Hasbro will likely have the go-ahead to show off the figures in the wave. So I would expect tomorrow, Sunday, for San Diego Comic-Con, Hasbro will have those figures out in their booth for folks to check out. And then again, I believe that wave will go up for pre-order on Monday. And it's possible, because there is going to be She-Hulk footage shown tonight for the Disney Plus series, it's possible they could go on after tonight's panel and show, if that final Disney Plus figure is She-Hulk in the wave 3, it's possible they might reveal her tomorrow along with the Black Panther figures. It's also very possible, because I don't think She-Hulk's going up for pre-order this week, so it's also very possible they will wait until August to reveal She-Hulk when the show actually premieres. So we'll have to wait and see. But of course, if they do reveal it tomorrow, we'll have full coverage up on Marvelous News. Now, even though they didn't show the final figure in Wave 3, they started showing figures in Wave 4. This would have been the second wave for 2022. I've said before that originally there was going to be 2 waves of Disney+. Now, it's possible this may still end up being released later this year, but, with all the delays and everything, it's also possible we might not actually see this wave until next year. But if it comes out this year, it'll probably be at the very end of the year. But the 3 figures that they showed off today. So first of all, we are getting Howard the Duck from the What If series, which is pretty cool overall. I think a lot of people have wanted a Howard the Duck figure. This, of course, is based on the What If animated series, not the comic books. Probably the most disappointing thing here is this figure does not appear to have any leg articulation. And being this is the main figure, I kind of feel like they should have given us leg articulation. Now, on top of the Howard the Duck figure, you're also going to get in this set the headless Ant-Man that floated around with the cape and everything. So that will be included as kind of a pack-in for this set. But like I said, even though the duck figure looks good, I feel like they should have given us like knee articulation and stuff on it. But it is what it is. So that's going to be one of the figures. We are getting classic Loki from the Loki series, and this one really looks top notch. So this one I'm pretty excited for. And then the third figure they showed off is also from the Loki series, the character He Who Remains, who is rumored to end up becoming Kang and will play a major role in the Ant-Man movie. So he is the third What If figure that we are getting. And again, these are going to be part of Wave 4. Now, in the panel yesterday, Ryan Ting referred to this as the second wave, and what I think he meant was the second wave for 2022, which again, at least is what this wave was, when this wave was originally planned to be released. But with all the delays, being the first wave of this year hasn't even seen release yet, and probably won't until late summer, early fall, it remains to be seen whether the second wave gets out this year or will be pushed back to next year. We also got a new Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legend revealed with Sentry, a new updated Sentry that will come with 2 different head sculpts. And while I've never been a huge fan of the character, I definitely think this is a nice improvement over the original Sentry figure that was released by Hasbro. So again, this will be a Walgreens exclusive. I think will probably be the next one released, but no idea on exactly when that will be. They showed off figures. They didn't tell us how these are going to be released, but I believe this is going to be the first Spider-Man wave coming in 2023. maybe even if things were running normally, I would say this wave would actually probably be out at the end of this year, even though technically it's listed as the first wave of 2023. Now, I told you a while back, that there was a comic book based wave coming. I didn't know what theme it would be, whether it be Avengers or Spider-Man, and based on this, I'm going to assume it's Spider-Man. So this is going to be a 7-figure wave with the Build-A-Figure. Now, the figures they showed off yesterday are the character's Razorback, a pretty obscure one there. Some people are like, who the hell is that guy? And others are like, oh man, I never thought I would see a Razorback. So that one is kind of cool in my opinion. And then the others, they showed another obscure one, the Human Fly. That one is actually probably the coolest one of the wave in my opinion. And then the character Agony, so to continue to round out that symbiote team. And then Riot is also getting a figure. So Riot might be the Build-A-Figure for this wave. They did not say that, but it seems like that would be the likely candidate for the Build-A-Figure. So, we now know probably 3 of the regular figures and the Build-A-Figure for this wave. So, we've got 4 more figures yet to be revealed in the wave, but likely that will happen during PulseCon in September. And then finally, they ended things with the Haslab tease for this year, which I kind of expected that they were going to do. However, I wasn't expecting it to be Ghost Rider related. They showed up the 50th anniversary for Ghost Rider. It is his anniversary, his 50th. He debuted in 1972. So I don't know, exactly what is going to be in this Haslab. Most people, I think, are thinking it's going to be Robbie Reyes and his muscle car. So a 6-inch scale muscle car with, probably maybe some lighting effects and things like that. If it is that, it's probably going to be around the same price range as like the GIJoe Classified His Tank, I'm thinking. It's also possible, they could do one of the other Ghost Riders. They could do John Blaze, Danny Keach, maybe all 3, maybe they'll give us all 3 Ghost Riders and their vehicles. I could see that as a possibility, but we don't entirely know exactly what it's going to be. Now, today they put out this little teaser in the booth. You can see this is an accessory, and it appears to be Robbie Reyes's chain. So, however, so that obviously everyone is thinking that means it's 100% going to be Robbie Reyes. And again, it very well could be. But also remember, I've told you that there is going to be a retro card back Ghost Rider figure coming. They did not reveal that this week, but that, I believe, is going to be, the final 20th anniversary retro card back figure, the subline that they've been doing, which, includes the Scorpion and things. So there is a Ghost Rider, a single release Ghost Rider with no bike that will be on a retro card back that should be coming this year. I don't know what version of Ghost Rider it will be, but maybe it's a single release of Robbie Reyes and this is his accessory. So again, it is still very likely they could do Robbie and his car as the Haslab, or at least as part of the Haslab. But, again, before we just 100% say this accessory that they put out in the booth automatically confirms it's Robbie Reyes. Just remember should be a single release Ghost Rider figure on a retro card back that is coming at some point this year. So, we'll have to wait and see. I expect, the announcement to come on or around, PulseCon this year, which again is at the end of September, on September 30th. So, they might launch it before, PulseCon. I don't know. But again, probably, I'm thinking the earliest we'll get the announcement is mid-September, or, they might do it at PulseCon, quite possibly. So hopefully we won't have too much longer to wait until we get the more details on it. But if you're a Ghost Rider fan, it does sound like that there's something pretty cool coming your way. And I got to be honest, I'm not super as excited about Ghost Rider himself, but if they did stretch goals giving us Mephisto and maybe Blackheart, that would definitely help seal the deal for me, if those ended up being stretch goals for this campaign. Since some of you have asked, I also want to let you know that Hasbro announced this week, actually just today, that they will be showing off their first batch of Indiana Jones products at PulseCon in September. So as I've told you guys before, I know they will be doing 6-inch figures. They're going to be starting off with figures based on the classic movie, and then they'll eventually work towards figures based on the new movie. I don't know exactly what figures they're doing. I don't have specifics. And I also don't know if they're doing any 3 3/4 inch stuff. I have not seen any indication of that, but that does not necessarily mean that they're not doing them. McFarlane Toys today released this preview image for a new Booster Gold and Blue Beetle DC Multiverse 2-pack. Now, we had seen listings for this from overseas distributors, and an image actually leaked out early this morning from the Target system, and McFarlane went on, I guess, and decided to release an official preview image. So they didn't say when or where this is going to be released. I don't think this is a Target exclusive, even though it is currently listed in the Target system. But yeah, it might be the first place that puts it up for pre-order. I don't know. But I do think this will be a general release. Okay, and then the other main thing I wanted to talk with you guys about is the GIJoe Classified panel that just happened today. And we got some pretty cool reveals in that as well. So they announced, or they showed off, well, let me start. They gave us names for 2 more figures that will be released in the line next year. No images for these. These are essentially pipeline reveals, but they announced that Low Light is going to be getting a figure next year. And then also coming to the line is going to be a Cobra Flight Pod with a Televiper. So we are getting another vehicle. We are getting the Cobra Flight Pod. I know a lot of people have been asking for that. I'm pretty excited for that. And it's also pretty cool that he's going to come with a Televiper. So, maybe Snake Eyes can flip around and knock him out of the flight pod. Like I think it was the movie opening that did that. But definitely cool. Now, besides that, they announced that the next Walmart retro figure in the line, there's a total of 8. We currently had known 6 of them. The most recent 2, the Zartan and the Storm Shadow, did go up for pre-order this week during the Walmart CollectorCon event. I believe both figures are still available if you want to add those to your collection. But the 7th figure in this line is going to be a Crimson Guard soldier. So another Crimson Guard, and we didn't get a whole very good look at it, so it's hard to tell if what differences with the actual figure. But again, we'll be on that retro card back, which is pretty cool. So that is figure number 7. There should be one more retro collection figure revealed, which probably we'll see around PulseCon. My guess is that's there is going to be a fall Walmart Collector Con, probably taking place around that time of PulseCon. So that is probably when those will go up for pre-order. And then they showed off some digital renders of figures that they had told us were coming previously. So our first look, so Rock and Roll, which looks pretty good. Torpedo, which is packed with a lot of accessories, it looks like. So that one is nice. And then the third figure is Shipwreck. We're getting our first look at Shipwreck. So this does appear to be more of a classic version of Shipwreck. He does come with Poly, of course. I know people were debating whether it'd be a more modern version or classic, but this does appear like it's going to be a more of a classic look for the character. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then the big news of the day is Serpentor was confirmed. We finally have gotten a look at the Serpentor, and he is going to come with the Air Chariot. Now, the downside here is this is going to be another PulseCon exclusive, like the Dr. Mindbender figure. Same type of packaging and everything. So, Dr. Mindbender has been up for pre-order, throughout this week. And of course, we talked about this in the live stream the other day. People have actually not been needing any kind of QR code to pre-order it. You didn't have to be at Comic-Con to pre-order it or the Boba Fett figure. You just had to have the link, which has been passed around all over the place since Wednesday. So, I pre-ordered mine the other day, so I don't have to worry about that one. But we are gonna have to worry about Serpentor. Hopefully, will be made in a fair good number, so anyone who wants him will hopefully get an opportunity to get him. No word on exactly when it's going to go up for pre-order, but again, I would suspect it will be around the time of PulseCon, so that is likely when that one will go up for pre-order. But Serpentor with his Air Chariot definitely looks really good. I'm pretty excited for that one. And let me know what you guys think about it, and pretty much everything I talked about here down in the comments section below. Now that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about today. Again, I will try and do a more comprehensive news video on Monday. It's just my brain is kind of mush. I've been going on just a couple hours of sleep since Comic-Con began. Being that I didn't actually go to Comic-Con myself this year, but I had folks covering it for the sites, and then I've been here at home, basically, getting everything posted and things like that. But of course, because Comic-Con is out on the West Coast, that means, for me here on the East Coast, everything runs very late. And so I've just been getting very little sleep over the last few days. My brain is kind of mush. So I will definitely be back on Monday. Maybe we'll do, like I said, an impromptu live stream tomorrow so we can talk about things. But definitely I feel like there's been some pretty cool things shown this week. Again, I don't think this was like a full force San Diego Comic-Con like we had seen pre-COVID. But again, I think we saw some pretty cool things from a number of different companies. So again, we'll talk more probably tomorrow in a live stream, and then a more comprehensive news video. Hopefully you'll check that out. But as always, guys, please think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. Stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. And until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.